Hello and welcome, I am Chaos the Kid, and this is episode 17 of my Let's Play for Ratchet and Clank. As you can see, I got the drone device out here because I just want to talk about it, about how I wanted to just mention, like, you know, I noticed last episode I was saying decoy glove when I was trying to talk about the drone device. I think I might have got it reversed too, like I threw out the decoy, I'm like, drone! I don't know why I was confusing them. I've talked about how I confuse words in them. I've got like some, I don't really think I probably have proper dyslexia, but I have several dyslexic. I have several things with how my mind works with reading and speaking that are like dyslexia. God, that's one of those words that's like, why did they pick that word for that term? Because it's like, it's such a hard word to say. There's something other too, like I think like stuttering is, that's also a hard word to say when you have a stutter, because there's so many like repeated noises. English language is stupid. But also, as you probably noticed, I could have used the little drone devices against the aerial enemies that I actually didn't do as bad against them as I thought I did. I thought I was just screwing up all last episode, but I actually did pretty good. It's just because I judged myself way too much. But I could just like drone device, pulled out the Devastator, and took the shots as I was firing at the aerial enemies. But I didn't really, like I thought about it, but like, because it's not on my quick select, I'd have to like go all the way into my menu. I was like, fuck it. I'll just, you know, deal with it. Oh my god, sorry about that. If, as usual, there's all kinds of noises going on, but hopefully none are coming through. They really shouldn't. With how little noise comes through as much as I think it does, I'd be shocked if you guys heard that. And knowing my luck, you probably did hear it. That's gonna suck. Oh well. So I'm over here now, and not where I ended last episode. So I can show you how to do this. Because last time I was trying to hop onto this side, because in all fairness, that's all you can see. Like, you can just see it going up and down. I didn't realize how close it was to this wall, so I was like, how do you get on this? Well, that even kind of showed you. You actually wait for it to come down this side, and then you wall jump off it. And you don't do that. You don't screw up like I did. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay, gotta wait for it. Okay, this isn't working. I did this perfectly in post and while I was preparing, of course. Let's play cars. My goodness, this is not working out well. And you get up here and you get this gold bolt. My goodness, I thought about that just after last episode. I thought about tagging it on, but then while I was editing and getting prepared to upload, I noticed episode 15 wasn't uploaded. And so I had to get 15 back together and upload it and 16. So I was like, I'll just show it at the beginning of 17. Anyways, now we can finally move on and finally meet this this person. I don't know what I was gonna say. We can finally meet Al's sister that I've been talking about this whole time. Ah, goodness! I thought, did those guys respawn for some reason? What the heck? What's happening? There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. I was trying to get the strafe to work. I'm not used to it because, like I said before, it's different in later games. You just kind of get like, I think you just actually hold down R2 and L2 and he walks side to side. Whatever it is, it's a lot better than having to tap R1 before you go and do it. Also, what happened to my drones? Did they just get torn apart by the shots? I really wasn't watching. I guess all my drones just ate all these incoming shots that I think would have actually missed me. But the other thing is, another reason I don't really like the drones is they'll even like go for shots that are going by your sides. Which is why I have the decoy glove in my inventory and not the drones. This water must be effing freezing. It also looks like there's a bunch of oil in it. This looks awful. This water, that's probably the only reason it's not freezing. It's probably because it's actually oil. And that's the only saving grace it has, is that it's actually oil and not actually water, so it's not gonna freeze. What's happening here? What water am I gonna drain from? Is there like water hidden? Oh, there's water in this tube right next to me. I was like, is there water in this giant thing? No, it's just in this tube. And it's probably whatever nanite conversion they use for the actual hydro displacer itself. Probably used in this tube, because I can bet you we're gonna suck out this tube and fill some big area. I say bet you because I really don't remember this last half of the game. Like I said, I normally get to Poketaru and just stop playing because I have to, like, another game comes out or something. I'm gonna put it in over here. That's not what I wanted. There's a cave there I wanted to explore. Actually, you know what? I have my mask. I can go do that anyways. Is there even a reason to come in here? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Okay. If there is, I can't figure it out because I'm too dumb. Yeah, so I normally get to Poketaru, so despite beating this game in my past, I do not remember it. I'm just trying to figure out which path I'm supposed to take here. Appears to be... So yeah, that's why I'm also... Ratchet. Weird, he like keeps grabbing on and letting go. Like, normally when you grab on, he just pulls himself... Okay, this is that weird plant. My goodness, what was I saying? Right. So that's why I'm going to play through all the other games in this series before I play them on this channel, just so I can actually remember what's going on. Like I said, probably going to delete this one eventually. It'll be up for a few Let's Plays, though. Oh, I remember this area now. Yeah, we got to keep taking, like, water from these tubes, then putting them in a different, Insta-drain and Insta-faucet? We got to keep putting them in and slowly raising the water and going up this area. I remember. This is actually a cool area. But yeah, so that I can, I just pull it. Yeah, there we go. So that I can just, like, do better, like that. I remember bits and bobs, like you just saw. I suddenly remember this area. But if I played through first, then I'd instantly, like, walk into this room and be like, oh yeah, here you go, this is the gimmick. But unfortunately, I am too much of a butt. Okay. I am a hoser, as I would say. I would never say that about myself. I'm trying to cut down on, oh my god, here comes another hard word for my rattled brain. Self-depresent. God, there's the whole word for it. Jokes admit when you make fun of yourself. Lots of people do them, but I'm trying, and I used to lots. You can see the water clipping through the ground. I used to do it all the time, and I still kind of do, but I'm trying to heavily cut down on it. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go with this. But I'm just trying to, like, you know, not do it as often, because it's not very good for your self-esteem to keep making fun of yourself. And I know there's some people that can, like, handle it, but... yeah, no, it's just not the best. Also, I've mentioned how this looks like. I'm saying, like, filling this room with water. That still looks like oil. Am I just filling this room with oil? That's really bad for the environment, isn't it? Is this, like, eco-terrorism on a whole other level? Man. Ra's al Ghul and the League of Assassins are going to come and hunt down Ratchet for destroying the environment. You know, if they're still alive in a future world in a different galaxy far, far away. Maybe the Jedi Order will come after me. They sense a disturbance in the Force. What the F is happening? I paused there because I was about to make a joke like, what is this, a bomb factory? Yes, Chaos, that is exactly what this area is. It's the bomb factory on Hoven. That looked like a path I could walk. Is that not a path? It is, I just didn't make it for some reason. So yeah, there's a bit of a joke. They made just so they could have, like, dozens of bombs in this area. It's a bomb factory, so they decided to take advantage of that and just, like, have lots of bombs everywhere. And so you just kind of got to crisscross these walkways. As you can see, there's kind of conveyor belts in some areas. And as you can see, you don't have to crisscross, but there's stuff in that building, so... It's mainly an area just full of bolts you can get. And as you've seen multiple times of me doing this, it's not hard to get around the explosive crates. You just kind of hop back, you just kind of touch them, hop past them, and keep going, and then blow up, and you go back for the bolts. You can also just do stuff like this, so... This area, not a threat as long as you just use your thinking brain. What other brains are there? Well, there's multiple different metaphorical brains, some of which I really shouldn't mention because it's a bit naughty, but you know. You know what I'm saying, you know. As you can see, there's also, trying to pull out a weapon quickly. There's bolts in the area that I could get with the metal detector. Nah, I'm not going to. I'm sorry if you want me to, but I've better things to do! I'm flying away! You can't stop me! There we go. This is a bit more maneuverable than the strafing in the other game that I've been talking about, but I still like the other one better because it's just instant. This one you gotta, like, tap a thing. You gotta, like, make sure to tap that and then hold these down, and it's a whole effing thing. I prefer just being able to, like, it can be R2, because I have to zoom in for games, so what the hell is... I don't know whatever the strafe button is for the effing later games, but they got something, and it's a lot easier than that. Here's another thing where I'm just like, I completely forgot, got a little too close to that. But it's still... Well, that's not what I wanted. What was I trying to do? I was trying to jump forwards. Like this! You know, what did I compare it to? It's kind of like the Superman jump forwards, but I like comparing it because I'm... Like the game, I almost just shot that and got blown up. It's very Mortal Kombat Raiden, where he's just like, and then he blows himself up. Please don't think I'm trying to make fun of anything individually by yelling out. If that's basically what I'm trying to say, you know, the good descriptor at the beginning of fantasy and stuff like. If this sounds like anything you've heard before, it's not. It's just a joke. Calm down. Because I'm pretty sure it's been like officially canonized that Rain just yells out nonsense. Like it's supposed to be like Elder God speak or something. But I'm pretty sure the game creators have like said, oh yeah, it's just nonsense. We just have the voice actor yell. Because I've seen people talking about like, oh, I thought it was like actual Japanese words. And then someone else was mentioning, it's like, no, I speak Japanese. That's not what he's saying. Unless that was just the case for like the first game or something. Maybe even he is yelling Japanese and the person was just like it's their second language and they just couldn't understand what was being said. Is this where I think it is? I might not have noticed because I'm yammering about Raiden. Yes, does that look familiar, everyone? It should. That's very similar to the logo of Big Al's Robo Shop. So where do you think we are? That's right. We're I couldn't even make a joke because I thought of a joke. But I'm like, that's a character we haven't met in a later game. That's a character we haven't met in a later game. I've run out of time to do this joke. Oh well, let's go meet this fantastic person.
What's shaking? Oh my goodness. Aren't you just a little angel?
Actually, I'm a little robot.
You're funny too.
Yeah, looks aren't everything.
You be nice. I think I got something special for you. How would you like a hydro pack upgrade?
That would be quite helpful for swimming underwater.
Whatever.
So yeah, that's Al's sister. We haven't got her name yet. So that's Ed. I think her name's like Edwina, but everyone just calls her Ed. And so, out of all of them, she's the one I prefer to see the more of. The most of. I was gonna say most of, but that would make no sense. More of out of the two brothers. But no, Al got the spotlight, and she's never seen from again. She might appear in the background in some later games, but I never really noticed her. Apparently, Al's brother appears in one of the later games in like a background scene or something. But again, didn't notice him either. But I prefer like I said, Al. He becomes like a side main character. Like he joins you on various adventures later on. I'd prefer her. She's just funner. Also, Al really is just like the stereotypical fat nerd, and he's very awkward too. Like they make him better later on, but in this one, he's just like, oh, let me see you, little guy. That's not his voice. That's Al Capone. Speaking of segue here, but speaking of voice, I was noticing during my Let's thing, my last thing. Welcome on Let's thing. But I was trying to do like a Helga voice, and I thought I was fucking up, but I actually did okay. I was kind of shocked. Apparently I managed to go full Helga the Kid or whatever, but oh well. Yeah, I don't know. Like, here's the thing, like, I keep like trying to go and talk to her and just buy this because I have the money. But because Al appears later, I've grown to like him as a character because he just is the character. But if there were no other games after this, and they were taking like, they're like pulling the audience for like, who do you want to see in Ratchet and Clank 2? I'd be like, Ed, out of the three siblings, Ed. But Al appears later, and so I have grown to like him. I still kind of mention, I'm like, I don't really like him. I'm more actually like, I don't really like him in this game. I grow to like him because he gets more personality later. But like, if I had to choose, if I was on the development team for the second game, I would have had her. Because daily you just like, you have equal amount of introduction and interaction with each sibling. You don't really interact with Al more than them in this first game. It's just that he's the first one you meet, so he gets his own commercial. Like, there's some build up to him. So I think that's why fans kind of latched onto him specifically. But I like her, especially because like she prefers Clank. Like I'm not trying to suggest like, oh, she's in love with him, love at first sight. But she is like, oh, cool robot dude. I like robots. And then Ratchet's being a little whiny bitch, and she's like, you be nice. So I do like that whole angle and how she would fit into the group later on in place of Al. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, and I'm just saying how I would have preferred it. I'm okay with how it happened. It's good. I've grown to like Al, because, like, you know, I saw Going Commando and the Up Your Arsenal a bit before Jesus Christ, English. I played through Going Commando before I played this game, and I played through Up Your Arsenal before I met her. So I did get to know Al and get to like him. But like I said, I would have, if I was designing the second game, I would have picked her. As I said 500 times, but just trying to get my thoughts across, and let's buy this thing. one of the most useful goddamn upgrades in the game, because it really helps with how slow Ratchet swims. To be fair, Ratchet's swimming around with this big wrench hidden somewhere, and a big robot on his back. You know, he's not huge, but he's a backpack-sized robot, so he's got to be pretty heavy. And so that's why Ratchet goes so slow. So this really helps you go fast, although I think it's like, it is its own separate thing in later games, but it's just kind of fuses in with the rocket pack, or it's just kind of, it looks like the rocket pack. I never really noticed it was a different pack upgrade because you never have to get it. Unlike some, I think you have to like get the rocket pack separately in the next game, kind of. I know I know the game. I'm just going commando. I'm more familiar with it, but I am trying to like think of several things at once. I'm like, I forget exactly how you get it, like when and how, but oh well. Let's just get this and move on, because I've wasted enough time talking about how I would have done with the... I don't even know, they have a last name, but does not recall right now. I'm not going to bring it up because that's unimportant. But how I would have played out the siblings in the second game if I was the director, and what I think of the pack and stuff. Holy hell, Ratchet is so much bigger than her. I'm used to characters in this game being bigger than Ratchet, because normally everyone's like, if Ratchet was 6 feet tall, which he's not, but if he was, the average height in the galaxy would be like around 12 feet tall, because so many people are like double his height, if not like 1.5 times his height. They're normally like around 1.5 to 2 times his height. Even like a lot of the other girls in the series, they're a bit taller. They're at least got like a few inches on them. So not only seeing someone he's taller than, not really taller than, they're the same height, but like his face is wider and his shoulders are wider. It's just kind of shocking to see someone like smaller than him. Oh well. As I said, let's buy this thing.
There you go, sweetie. You look so handsome.
Thank you, miss. Your craftspersonship is excellent.
If you two are through...
Jealous?
You come back and see me any old time.
Your hydro pack will automatically equip when you are swimming. The hydro pack lets you swim against currents.
Man, I wish we could come back and see her anytime, which I guess we can't. Oh my god, my voice is breaking! Oh god, sorry about that. I coughed into the mic there because I was trying to hold it back, but that squeak really just let out the cough. I guess you can technically come back to this planet anytime while you play this game, but you can't ever come back in later series like I've been complaining about. But yeah, so now we got Hydro Pack, one of the most useful things ever. Which, return to cave entrance. Was that important? Oh, right. Is this... Nope. Brain. I thought there was something on this planet we needed this pack for, but I guess not. Who knew?
Hello.
No. Hello! I should have that as my chat. Oh my goodness. Ah! They respawned. Well, I guess because I died. Oh my goodness, this is good. I'm going to get hit by so many ambushes on my way out. Get to the jet fighter, Ratchet. Alright, let's buy some ammo.
I got some great bargains for you today.
I'm doing the thing where I'm just not looking in the corner. There we go. Yeah. As you can see, though, I still have some guns I haven't bought, like even
That's a real beauty.
the early on Taunter. Just trying to make sure I've got ammo. So having bought the Taunter, I'm still having problems keeping up on the bolts in this game. So if you do try to buy all the guns, you're going to end up in one hell of a grind to get the bolts to buy story-related items, which is a bit of a... I'm just trying to think of a word that doesn't sound too much like I'm hating on the game, because it's a legitimate move in games to be like, oh yeah, explore the game, get some money, we made this game, play it. Other than just letting people burn through it. That said, I've never really understood speedruns. Like, I get it's like, oh yeah, I was able to beat the game in 0.5 fucking seconds by humping this tree until I glitched to the boss room and insta-killed him. Oh, I'm so awesome. But I don't really like... Even speedruns, it's like they play through the whole game. It's like, you're just tearing through the game. You're not looking at the environment, the enemies, the lore. That's why I play games, to see all that, so... Speedruns kind of boggle my mind, and while it's impressive to see someone actually able to, like, just not glitch into an object, but, like, play through the whole game as fast as they can, I don't really care for them. I don't really watch them. But yeah, so they kind of have you go around getting bolts for items you need and stuff like that in order to Buy for items you... Jeez, I almost said the same thing twice. I did say it twice, but as a joke on how I was gonna just, like, mindlessly say it twice. Now, they do have you wander about to get items, but because I don't buy some guns... I think even, like, some guns that I have, like, what the hell you should call it? The drone device. Normally I wouldn't get that, but I did just to show it off. And I probably should get the taunter, but normally for something like that, probably in later Ratchet Clanks when I play them, I'll probably, like, add just in at the... If I'm like, I'm not going to buy this gun. Yeah, I'm trying to say, like, 5 things at once. But if I go, I'm not going to buy this gun, I might tack on at the end of the episode, showing me, like, exiting... Or not showing me do this, but I'll exit the game... Back up the save file, go back in, buy the gun, and show it off, and tack that clip in at the end of the game of me buying the gun and showing it off just to show what it's like. But then I'll go back to the old save file of not having that gun. No promises, though. That's just a thought of what I might do. I'm still trying to figure out how this whole thing should work. But, yeah, I think we have some time to head over here. Just explore the base, huh? There's another boss fight here, so that's why I'm trying to remember if you boss fight right away, or if you boss fight at the end of the level. But we'll go and see. If not, then I'll have a cool boss fight here. If not, then boss fight next time. Supreme Executive Chairman Drex flagship. Altus Orbit.
It is time to begin your new assignment.
Ah, a photo op by your shiny new shuttle. Terrific idea.
Oh, you really are an idiot.
What?
You are to take that shuttle to the moon base and ambush those 2 miscreants when they arrive.
Oh, yes. Who are they again?
Those 2!
Oh, of course. There is just one problem. I'm,
Too washed up for ground combat? True. That is why I will be loaning you my starfighter. You can still fly, can't you? It's settled then. You will acquire the starfighter once you get to the moon. Screw this up, and the endorsement deal is off!
But that would ruin me. You wouldn't.
Try me.
I did not see Drek's ship. We must have missed him.
Who knows where Quark is now? If we're gonna catch those 2, we need a faster ship.
Perhaps this space station will supply the ship we need.
Well, we're here. Let's go check it out.
Alright. I was silent there during the offload just because I thought there was a cutscene, which there was, which again shows that, well, I don't remember this game, like, beat for beat. I do remember some, like, I kind of have a general memorization of what's happening. That's my words. Yeah, that was a interesting little cutscene because it shows just how bloody arrogant Quark is. Because he's like, oh, who are they again? Like, he's already forgot about the people he tried to kill on his way to become this superstar at the top of the ladder. Like, he's already wiped us from his mind. And I think even, like, the next time you see him in one of the, like, maybe not the next time, but, like, in one of the later games, there's kind of a scene where he's confused about who you are exactly. He's a bit of an arrogant son of a bitch. And also, kind of, they kind of point out, Drek's like, what, you're too washed up for ground combat? Kind of pointing out that how he was a hero, he hasn't really, like, fought anyone in a long time. He's just kind of been, like, coasting off his own glory days of, like, yeah, I saved the universe. And he has saved the universe a few times. You do, like, learn about that in later games, how he has saved, like, planets and the universe itself. So he is a hero, but he's just kind of, like, washed up riding on his own wave of glory. I'm trying to think of just the best way to hop down or jump across here. But yeah, he's just kind of, like, going with it, not really being a hero nowadays. That's why he needs, is that the ship we're going for? It looks stupid. But that's why he needs, like, Drek's endorsement deal to stay relevant and stay popular.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
That was a weird wind-up noise.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Okay, no new guns. Trying to decide if you should even head out. So yeah, these, I
Those pulsing powers control the force fields. In order to knock them all out, you're...
Whoops! I don't like that it's triangle. I was just trying to open my gun while listening to her, and I couldn't. I could have, but I fucked it up. So you need to blow up those towers and these monstrosities, which they have a goofy name that I can't remember. Land! Land! They look like little robo-pterodactyls, which I personally think is adorable. Just like the chicken bots in the next game. I'm sure many of you are wondering, like, what the hell, chicken bots? Funny enough, they're not robot chickens. You will see them when I get to that game, though, and they are adorable little monsters. They're like bear traps with legs, basically. That's not what they look like, but that's what they act like. They just walk up and bite the hell out of you. And I think they are adorable. I think those little robo-pterodactyls are adorable. And I'm totally not looking at the Wikipedia here. Alright, the robo-squawkers. Sweat. I totally wasn't looking at Wikipedia. Don't worry about it. Yeah, those are robo-squawker. What else am I supposed to fight here? What else does this thing say about fighting here? Okay. I'm sure there's lovely clicking noises because of me doing that, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to figure out like if it's best to bring up things at the bottom or just say what it is. I just happen to have it open on the computer I'm using to record this, so that's why I'm like, I'll just look at it instead of worrying about bringing up the name. Oh look, another Blard Space Commando. Beep-bow. They sound adorable too. They're like, bow-bow. There's a lot of small enemies in this game series. I would love plushies of. If I could, I would just have a wall in my house, just like all the small little robot monstrosities from this game. That's kind of why I like this game. I'm sure I don't know how many people agree with this, but it's kind of like, it's really awesome and action-packed, at least in my opinion. And it's also got like some, like, cute little monstrosities and stuff. So, and it's also got horrific, ugly monstrosities. They're kind of spooky. Not like, I can't sleep anymore, spooky, but just kind of like, if that thing was real, that'd be horrifying. You know, like the Blargian Snagglebeast. It's like, oh my goodness. It's kind of like awesome scary. It's like, ooh, this is cool. How about you don't? You know what I think of that? That worked. Go, my minions that I threw a mile away. Get him! Good minions. Oh wow, he doesn't even leave his gun. Alright, now, oh god! Sorry about that. As usual, I just burped. Is that just gonna be my thing? Am I secretly Nintendo Capri Sun .02 something? Like, burped. I'm so sorry. I don't know. That one probably you heard, but, most of the time, I've noticed I actually don't really... People don't really hear the BRPs any much, the F. Oh. What? Oh, okay. There we go. I think it might be because of how I sit in my chair, which I can't really change. I thought he was going to start shooting me instantly. Can't really change just because of how the chair is shaped. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. He fell down, I think. And then he couldn't get back up to me, despite having wings. Oh, wow. Did my little guys run through and get him? Impressive. That worked out. Oh, because why did it go to the thruster pack? Go to the effing key, you bugger. Also, I'm going to switch back to the grind boots. I've had the other ones on for too long. I much prefer the grind boots. They look way cooler. Also, I can't wear any head items because I'm wearing the O2 mask to not die. Because this is just in space. Ignore the fact that if you had exposed body in space, it would just freeze and fall off. Don't worry about it. Ratchet's fine. He's got fur. That'll save him. Cut to, like, a dog and just floating through space completely fine because of his fur. Yeah, right. And this should not work. There we go. Had to reverse those two. I'm always silent just 'cause I'm thinking about what's going on. Ow, you hurt me. Emotionally. This is a fun thing too. This dude just hangs out. He doesn't have any AI to hop off the gun. So he just goes silent like, so, how's your day? Those guys are sticking out, so I'm just going to punch him right in the booty. As Jacksepticeye would say, right in the booty. He wouldn't say like that. I don't know what that was. Don't know why I talk like this. If that's an accent of... I walked too far forwards. If that's a racist accent, I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. Like, I think it might have sounded Japanese. I wasn't really aiming for anything. I was just doing a goofy voice, so... But I know there's oversensitive people on the internet everywhere, so I'm sure someone's gonna be like, That's what people who just complain and don't say anything constructive sound like to me. They just go, Alright, right in the booty. Right on the... I keep like trying to just say right in the booty, but I'm trying to like throw some musical spin on it. I realize it's sounding weird, like I'm trying to do an accent, but I'm really not. Unless, Well, I mean, the first time I did, I was trying to aim for an Irish accent, but after that, I don't know what that was. Actually, you know what? Oh, monstrosities. It's 30 minutes. I might have to cut this short, and then maybe I was gonna say maybe I'll start by punching this guy in the booty and kicking off like that, but I think I might actually just end the episode when I say goodbye, like just wailing him good. You know, I'm just gonna wail this fellow man in the buttocks. No. Man, it's gonna get really creepy here. Oh well. So this will be the ending though, so if you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more of my stuff, hit subscribe. If you want to help me out, check out my Patreon. There's $1 a month if you just want to throw me some cash, and $5 a month if you want your name at the end of the videos. But if you don't have the money or don't want to subscribe, that's completely fine. Watching this video has helped me out a lot, so thank you for that. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.